What is up, guys? So I'm gonna give you my 90-day update of the Galaxy Watch. Some of you guys watched the 30-day review, which I'm gonna have a link here. So on this video, I'm not gonna focus on the full review. This is gonna be mostly an update of the things that I like and some of the things that I feel that there's some improvement that needs to be made. And I hope you guys find some benefit out of it. Let's go. Welcome back to your channel, and if you're new, consider subscribing for weekly tech videos, especially if you have the Galaxy Watch or any of the Galaxy Note phones. So starting with a positive note, the watch is pretty stylish. It doesn't matter where you go, if you go to the gym, if you go to the park, if you take it to the office, or just wear it on a Sunday, or pretty much in the house, this watch is gonna go look good. And that is because this watch can be customized pretty much any way you want. The straps are easy to remove, and then there's an endless variety of colors, designs, styles, materials that you can select for the watch straps. When it comes to the watch faces, again, there's going to be an endless selection. There's developers that continue to update and bring some new designs. Now, I am very impressed with the rotating bezel. It is still working very well. It's still very responsive, pretty much working like day one. I was kind of expecting it to start getting loose or kind of not work the same way that it was working when it was out of the box, but I'm very impressed. Samsung did an awesome job when it comes to the mechanical or the mechanism that they put behind the rotating bezel. Other than that, the only complaint that I have is that I still feel that it's a little bit too bulky, and not just the overall watch. I mean, this is the 42 millimeters, but just the back. Just if you look on the back cover, I feel like they should have done something better, just a different design. I just feel like the way they design it, it just makes the watch stand out or kind of get a little bit bulky, especially now in the winter that I'm wearing jackets or long sleeve shirts. It is a little bit harder just to manage around having the watch, trying to get it out of the sleeve or getting it back inside the sleeve. It takes some time getting used to it. I mean, it's not a huge issue, but you know, I just feel that will make this watch from being good to great. The stainless steel frame is holding pretty good. I have a couple of scratches here and there. I mean, it's probably not holding as good as I thought, but honestly, I don't remember hitting it that bad where it does have one significant scratch on the top, and then I have a couple of nits here and there, but it's not bad, it's not noticeable. I mean, you have to really look at it to see it. I'm very impressed with the screen, the glass. I haven't had any scratches. I don't have any protection on it, no screen protector or anything, and it's doing a great job when it comes to ensuring it doesn't get any scratches on it. Buttons are still very clickable, no issues with the buttons, very responsive like day one. The overall software user experience, I gotta tell you, they have done an amazing job. Every app, most of the apps that I have used, I haven't used every app, but all the apps that I have used, they've been working really well. It is very responsive. The watch has not slowed down at all. I haven't had the watch crash, not once. I haven't had an app give me an error like I used to get errors with the Gear Fit 2. So I'm very impressed with the software quality that they've done with the watch. Now, the only complaint that I have is that sometimes when you turn your wrist to see the watch, it doesn't always come on. Sometimes you just have to turn a little bit more. And sometimes there's a little bit of delay, and not a huge delay. The delay is minimum, but you know, I guess I'm used to, like, for example, the Galaxy Note 9, the Galaxy Note 8. When you wake up the phone, you get that quick response. By the time you look at it, you're already looking at the screen. It just feels like with the watch, you kind of have that minimum, like, fraction of a second that you kind of have to wait for it to turn on. I kind of would like for it to get the screen to turn on by the time you look at the watch. But again, that's just nitpicking, but that's something that definitely will make this watch going from being a good watch into being a great watch. Also, as I mentioned before, and as you've probably seen on most of the reviews, the fitness tracker, it's not gonna be accurate. I mean, like, it's gonna be nice to have the numbers there to let you know your step count, your floor count, your calorie intake, the heartbeat sensor, but it's just not accurate. Like, so you shouldn't depend on it, or you shouldn't come with high expectations that you're gonna use this as a fitness tracker, because it's just not gonna be accurate. And we just have to leave it at that. I don't wanna complain about it, drag this down into something that most of us know that it's not gonna be 100%. And hopefully Samsung is gonna continue improving on the sensors, where it's gonna do a better job in the future. And to get this one out of the way, we know Bixby, I still can't use it. Like, I haven't been able to adapt to Bixby. I guess some of you guys, I had a couple of people mention that you guys were able to get Bixby to work and that we are using Bixby the wrong way. Like, we're supposed to basically, I guess, Bixby is meant to do certain things, and we're supposed to learn how it works, and we're supposed to adapt to Bixby instead of Bixby adapting to our behavior, so it will support us. But I feel like it should be more natural, where Bixby should be able to respond to the human behavior, to the way we talk, the way we request things, and be able to provide that support, which is, I feel like that should be the main purpose. But when you look at the battery life, you forget all about the negativities. This watch is consistently giving me at least 3 days of battery life. I mean, even when I'm using it all day, pretty much using it while I sleep, during the day, checking emails, checking messages, playing a game, I get at least 3 days. If it's on and off here and there, I'm getting between 6 and 7 days of light use. So battery life on this watch is just amazing. I mean, how many watches out there can you do everything you can do with the Galaxy Watch and still get at least 3 days without having to recharge the battery? I'm sure there's a few, not a lot that I can remember. I also did a test with the sleep tracker. I at least tried to use it 3 continuous days, and I was pretty impressed with the results. I mean, I feel like it was pretty accurate. It basically knew when I went to sleep, and it knew for sure when I woke up, because I was able to keep a track of that. Now, as far as how much sleep did I get throughout the night, was I waking up? I mean, I'm not really sure about that. I will probably have to record myself and go back and check it, but overall, I feel like it was pretty accurate. But I'm gonna, hopefully I can get another video in the near future where I can do a more in-depth research and a detailed review of the sleep tracker. But it's just a nice feature to have, and some of you can probably use it. My favorite part of it was waking up in the morning, just setting up, not the alarm, but just basically setting it up to vibrate, so it will wake you up instead of having that alarm, that annoying alarm waking you up every single morning. That was very nice for sure. Now, I feel like there's a good variety of apps that you can use, just basic apps like calculator and other things that can help you on a daily basis. And there's some other apps that you can use for social media. There's a YouTube app, there's a navigation app, but I mean, it's still work in progress. I mean, there's still a lot of developers working out there and getting some more newer and improved apps, but I'm pretty happy with the variety of apps that are available. Of course, it's not gonna be like the Play Store where you have an endless variety of apps that you can select. Sometimes there's probably 20 of the same app, but I'm pretty satisfied with the variety of apps that you can find. Only thing is that I would like to have more compatibility. Some of the apps, for example, WhatsApp, and some of the other apps people have mentioned that they would like to have, so they can get the full experience from their phones. Now, as a closing remark, $350 for the Bluetooth version, I still feel it's a little bit too high. I know, this is probably one of the best Android watches you can get at the moment when it comes to durability, being stylish, just the performance, battery life. It's probably one of the best, but I still feel like $350 for a watch that is not 100% doing what they promise. For example, the fitness tracker, I feel like there's some opportunities there. Bixby, something else that they promise a lot, but you know, there was some great deals going on this past week, and hopefully there will continue to be some great deals coming up in the next weeks. Some people were able to pick it up for $280, which I think that was a pretty decent price. But if you're thinking about getting the LTE version, which will cost you about $400, I think that will be a good deal if you are going to use it and you're actually willing to pay for the service fee every month. And that is because if you're gonna leave your phone at home, this watch is gonna do pretty much everything that you need your phone to do. You're gonna be able to watch videos, YouTube videos. You're gonna be able to send messages, receive messages, send emails, be able to read the emails. And if you don't have your phone, that is a must anywhere you go. So for me, since I have the Bluetooth version, I am always gonna have my phone with me, and my first instinct, even if I get the notification on the watch, 90% of the time I'm gonna go to the phone, and the watch kind of just becomes, you know, just a luxury thing to have with me. But that is just my opinion, my perspective. I would love to hear your experience, your opinion, what do you think about this watch? So let us know in the comment section below. Let's have that discussion. Consider subscribing to this channel for weekly tech video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.